There is a quiet strength found in many elderly people that often goes unnoticed, not because it does not exist, but because it does not demand attention. As people age, life rarely slows down for them in a gentle or supportive way. Instead, expectations change, roles shrink, and visibility fades. What remains is a daily act of continuation that few people ever stop to acknowledge. This strength is not loud or dramatic. It lives in routine, patience, and the ability to move through days that no longer revolve around achievement or recognition. Understanding this strength is not about admiration alone. It is about awareness, respect, and learning how endurance can exist without applause. Many elderly people wake up each day without the structure that once defined their lives. Careers have ended, responsibilities have shifted, and social circles have become smaller. Yet they still rise, still dress, still move through familiar routines, even when no one is watching. This continuation may seem ordinary, but it requires resilience. Without deadlines or external validation, motivation becomes internal. The ability to keep going without being needed or noticed is a form of strength that is rarely taught and never celebrated. Physical changes add another layer to this quiet endurance. Aging bodies often bring stiffness, pain, and fatigue that do not disappear with rest. Simple actions can require planning and effort. Still, many elderly people move through their days without complaint. They adapt quietly, adjusting their pace rather than resisting reality. Medical research shows that chronic discomfort becomes a constant companion for many older adults, yet they often speak of it less than younger people would. This restraint is not denial. It is learned tolerance, developed over years of facing challenges that could not be avoided. Emotional endurance is equally present. As time passes, elderly individuals often experience loss in ways that accumulate. Friends pass away, relationships change, and familiar places disappear. Grief becomes less dramatic but more frequent. Instead of one large loss, there are many small goodbyes. Despite this, many elders continue to engage with life gently. They show interest, listen patiently, and offer kindness even while carrying memories that are heavy. This emotional balance is not accidental. It is the result of long experience with letting go. Another overlooked aspect of aging is the ability to adapt to a world that no longer feels familiar. Technology changes, communication styles shift, and social norms evolve. Elderly people are often expected to adjust without guidance or patience. Many do so quietly, learning systems they never asked for and navigating spaces that feel foreign. This willingness to adapt is rarely acknowledged. Instead, it is expected. Yet adaptation in later life requires humility, effort, and courage. There is also strength in how many elderly people manage solitude. Social interaction often decreases with age, not always by choice but by circumstance. Phone calls become less frequent. Visits become shorter. Silence fills more space. Rather than resisting this reality, many elders learn to coexist with it. They develop comfort in stillness, find meaning in small rituals, and learn to sit with themselves without distraction. Solitude does not always mean loneliness. Sometimes it becomes a space for reflection and acceptance. Many elderly individuals also carry wisdom that is rarely requested. Years of experience shape their understanding of people, relationships, and priorities. They have seen patterns repeat, mistakes echo, and values tested. Yet society often prioritizes speed over depth, leaving this wisdom unused. Despite this, many elders continue to offer guidance gently without forcing it. They wait to be asked. When they are not, they remain silent without resentment. This restraint reflects emotional maturity, not disengagement. Aging also brings clarity. As time becomes more limited, many elderly people stop investing energy in unnecessary conflict. They choose peace over argument and understanding over control. This shift is sometimes misunderstood as passivity, but it is often a conscious decision. Knowing where not to spend energy is a form of intelligence developed through lived experience. Recognizing this quiet strength changes how we relate to aging. It reminds us that value does not disappear when productivity slows. It simply takes a different form. When families and communities begin to notice endurance instead of decline, patience replaces frustration. Presence replaces pressure. Simple acts of respect become meaningful. The strength of the elderly is not found in what they achieve, but in how they continue. In a world that celebrates beginnings and ignores persistence, acknowledging this quiet resilience matters. Offering recognition is not about praise. It is about understanding that carrying life forward, even without recognition, is one of the most honest forms of courage there is.